week 6 of...
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And a look here now at their 4th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. This defense for the Bears, they were very strong in a win last week over the Giants.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the locker room that they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
On 3rd down, Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. This time they'll throw it with Howell. That's pulled in by Brooks. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it's 2nd down. Howell down to throw it. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Still on his feet. Touchdown! Vikings! Hunter Renfrow, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. You look at this defense for the Vikings. They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for his line back, and he's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes 24 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. The Bears in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form. 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards. Swift will take it in. Touchdown, Bears. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Santos with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago and in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Second down, Howell back to pass. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll try the left side. It's Brooks. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Second and 11 now. Out of the gun, it's Howell. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Howell throwing on third down here. Rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Williams now to throw on second down. Touchdown Bears! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Howell to throw on second down. Caught out right by Renfro. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. First down now, but that clock rolling. Howell. This ball taken in here by Brooks. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Howell's and a throw here caught by Addison. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Another throw for Howell. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. So we have reached half. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis, operating gun, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Swift. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And he is caught by Lamb. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. One of the tight ends comes in motion. Here's Swift. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Santos with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
That's down the field for Jefferson. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Minnesota. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Howell, he'll look to throw it. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Now Howell. Back to Renfro again, complete. And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Now they go play action with Howell.
That's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
From 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
The extra point splits the uprights, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Looking to throw on second down. Williams.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to third down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down. Williams.
He's got his target. That's complete. Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Chicago.
CeeDee Lamb.
78 yards.
And the Bears are looking to run it to 5-1 on the season as they add to their fourth quarter lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats, but what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
Good luck.
he's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tyreek Stevenson picks it off.
And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this defense, Charles, we know how good they are, but they've been beat a couple of times in this game. However, they got the latest laugh.
And how about the way they hung in there? Because you're exactly right. They're not used to being dented as they've been so far in this game. But what they just did there with that pick six, that's the equivalent of what was happening to them. They're throwing touchdown passes against them. Okay, we'll take one back against you.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Here's Howell. And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
And Howell will throw it.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards.
And it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
On the ready.
Back to throw. Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. CeeDee Lamb with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bears up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And now out comes Minnesota.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
2nd down, Howell now. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing here, Howell. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38.
Williams' throw complete here to Komet.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Williams. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense?